comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Okay, so if you watch my Men in Black video, I said in it that I'd be making a 3-way review tomorrow, but it doesn't look like that's happening. So actually today, I'm actually going to be making a 2-way review. We're going to review 2 movies this week, 2 I saw this exact week, and both of them are freaking terrible, but I'm going to review both of them under my jurisdiction, and here's my opinion on the movies A Madea Family Funeral and Captive State, so you know the level of bad we're talking about here. I'm going to start out with Madea, and then I'm going to go to Captive State. So let's jump right in. A Madea Family Funeral is the next movie into the Madea franchise, a franchise that everybody loves Madea movies. I can't say that because I've never watched one until now. I didn't watch Boo, I didn't watch Goes to Jail, I didn't watch Family Reunion, I just watched Family Funeral, and then I literally learned after watching this movie that this is the last one. Because that's a horrible conclusion to a franchise, I guess. Madea movies are hated by everybody. They're some of the most sickening comedies ever. And I can rightfully say that with this movie, because this movie's not good. It's not good at all. I don't exactly know why I watched this. In fact, this movie's not only just bad, it's actually the worst frickin' movie I've seen all year. Like, by a lot. This movie was like show dogs bad. Oh my god, this movie was bad. This movie essentially has 2 plots, or 2 parts of it. There's this plot about this really lame and boring plot about this couple, and this other couple's arguing at each other, and the guy from this couple is cheating with the girl from this couple, and this guy doesn't know it. It's a really complicated thing. And scenes with these, which are far better than the Madea scenes, are spent like a couple minutes on. And then the Madea scenes are spent 20 minutes on. Like, the other part of this movie is Madea and all the other grandparents or whatever, and it is the worst thing that's ever been invented or created in art history. Now, this is an art, technically. I guess the Emoji movies also are. This movie is so unfunny that it's kind of amazing. It's not funny at all. I never even chuckled. I cringed at every joke. And they find it so necessary to drag out these scenes with these grandparents arguing about nonsense for like 20 minutes. It's just arguing about nonsense, and it's obnoxious. I kid you not. They do the same joke twice in the same scene. Like the exact same joke. I felt like they literally just looped the scene. Some girl's saying something stupid, one of the grandmas, and she's saying in a really annoying voice, she's saying something horrible because it's shock humor, and then Madea slaps her in the face, she goes, ah! And yeah, it's horrible. And then she says a couple other things. Ma slaps her in the face again, and she goes, ah, dang it, Ma! See, it's funny because she said it twice. Get it? What goes through Tyler Perry's mind when he wrote this? What was he thinking? Like, they're actually the worst scene of the year is in this movie. Like, granted, because it's the worst movie of the year, but the single-handed, by far the worst scene I've seen all year is in this film. Okay, so once they're driving to point A to point B, they're driving their car, and since Madea is a freaking idiot, she curves and messes with the car, and then a police pulls them over. They pull over on the side of the road. The car with all the grandparents is here. Police is right here. Police sirens are going off. 5-minute conversation goes on in here, and then the police comes out of the car. These people are just like, oh no, it's a white cop. We're black people. We're gonna die. Because, you know, all white cops are racist, right? Did nobody, like, what? If anybody actually believes that, go watch The Hate U Give. Just watch the movie. A, it's one of my favorite movies of last year, and B, it's actually smart. Unlike this movie's just like, oh my god, we're gonna get killed, and then the cop goes up, and he's super aggressive and mean, and when they do a little action, he pulls out his gun, and it's not funny, it's just annoying, it's just stupid, and this scene is like 20 minutes long. It is so obnoxious, and it's supposed to be like, why even is this scene? Sorry, camera, stop there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this movie finds the necessity to give you social commentary, I guess? And this movie also successfully is racist to white people, black people, and Asians. You have to try to be racist to all three. There's like There's no white characters. And there's no Asian characters. Yet it's racist to whites and Asians. And black people. And this film is literally made by a black person. And it's stuff for black people. I don't know how you did that. Anyway, it's kind of obvious what I'd give this movie. I hate it. It's the worst movie I've seen all year, by far. Madea Family Funeral, it's 1 out of 10. It could even be a 0. Next, I saw Captive State. The film that's an alien invasion? I don't even know the premise of this film is. It's like trailers were like, aliens came down to Earth 10 years ago and they're providing us a better future. And then one guy's like, no, they're not. I'm going to stop them. And then the movie proceeds. And if you watch this movie, you will think, that's not the premise. Because there's not a premise to this movie. There's not a plot to this movie. It's just things happening for 2 hours. It's just literally, nothing happens. I was just so lost in the movie. The entire time I was thinking, what is happening? The main characters, like in the first 20 minutes, yeah, he disappears for another like 20 minutes. He comes back. He disappears and comes back again in the third act. This movie's not even about him. It's not even about John Goodman's character. This movie doesn't have a main character. It doesn't have a main plot. It doesn't have a main anything. It's just every scene throws a new character at a screen, and a new plot, and a new scene, and a new thing, and that's literally all this movie is. It's just things happening. No consistent characters. No consistent plot. No consistent anything. It's just things happening. Also, did I forget to mention that it is quiet and boring? Like, movies can be silent. Fair. You know that's the problem with the silence, right? There's no interesting audio or anything to that movie, and there's nothing interesting about the audio in this movie. It's just really quiet. And nothing really happens, and the dialogue makes no sense, and it's horribly mixed. Oh, did I also forget to mention this? And that's that it's really freaking slow, even though it's just things happening out of no order or no anything. They're just, what was I saying? Oh, whatever, I'm just yelling. Oh yeah, it's also really slow and boring in any event you don't care about because you don't even know what's going on in the freaking movie because they are horrible at giving exposition, which is actually what this movie is. It's basically 100% exposition. Okay, so they're at this one base right now. Wait, why is this guy watching this guy? Why does he want this guy? Wait, why is he not working for him? Why is he... Wait a minute. Okay, now we're at a stadium. Why aren't they at the stadium? Wait, why are the aliens at the stadium? Wait, what's going on at the stadium? Wait, why when they drive through Chicago is this supposed to be a broken world, but it looks like it's Chicago in 2019? Wait, what's going on? Scenes just kind of happen, and they exist, and they literally do nothing to the plot at all. Also, nobody wants to be here in this movie. Everybody is so bored out of their mind. They're all just walking around, barely talking. John Goodman does not deliver a line with a single level of emotion. Nobody delivers any lines with emotion. And even when this movie is seeming like it's building up to something, it drops it and does nothing. It just does nothing. Nothing happens. Literally nothing. I don't know how you can direct a movie so ineptly to the point where nobody can hear the dialogue. Nobody has any idea what's going on because it was directed so terribly. This was directed by a talented director. Like the director of the Planet of the Apes movies. This guy knows what he's doing. But for some reason, he doesn't know how to direct this movie. And just things happen and it makes no sense at all because there's barely any exposition. And when it's there, it absolutely makes no freaking sense what anybody's saying because you have no idea what's going on because the movie makes no sense at all. This is a prime example of how to just not do a movie at all. Oh, did I also forget the aliens? If you went into this movie expecting a cool alien action movie, there's not action. There's actually no action. Like, there's a little car run, and that's it. There's no action. There is also no aliens. Basically, you see 2 aliens in the movie. Maybe 3 aliens. And the design of them sucks. Not cool designs. They look really lame. And they're there for a bit. And at the end of the movie, it makes no sense. And it's stupid. And I hate this movie. It's how to not make a movie. I will easily give Captive State a 1 out of 10. Actually, this video includes my 2 least favorite movies of 2019. Captive State and Madea, the 2 worst movies of the year. I was going to add 5 Feet Apart to this, but that didn't happen. I did not see 5 Feet Apart, so I just reviewed these 2, because I want to review them and I want to get them off my chest. This next week will be Pixar Week. A week that's actually going to be fun and exciting. We're going to review straight Pixar movies the entire week, except for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are all they're all Toy Story movies, and then Thursday is Toy Story 4, which, by the way, I'm actually kind of excited for now. I want to see a good movie. Like, International sucked, Dark Phoenix sucked, King of Monsters could have been better. This has been a really bad summer. Like, this has been one of the worst summers in years, so I'm like thinking, yes, I want a really good movie. It has 100%, and now Toy Story 3 is the lowest rated movie in this franchise, which, by the way, that's actually probably my second favorite Pixar movie. But you'll see all my reviews for all of the Toy Story movies, and I think I will choose 2 other Pixar films. Note this, these 2 other Pixar films will be mediocre ones. Those movies being like the Cars movies, The Good Dinosaur, one of those movies. And I actually am going to be making a video tomorrow that'll be explaining something that I really want to address. I just want to get it off my chest because it's really bugging me. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.